What's going on, guys? Blake here, back for another video. This one a little bit different than what we typically do on the channel, as I'm going to share with you an inside look from a lesson shared within a recent coaching call with my paid client. So in this clip you're going to see up next, we talk about the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. I pulled up this graphic before I was reading a book recently, and I thought this relates to a lot of different scenarios when it comes to business and life. Whether it's committing to this one skill that you want to get really good at, like Erica, for example, what she just said, she wants to, let's go back, be able to be really good at identifying the most pressing need for the person that she's speaking to. So this may not be deemed a project, but the point is, she knows that this idea in her head, if she was able to master this, it would lead to much greater results in her business. So she has the idea of, man, I want to master this. I want to get good at this. I want to be able to really identify people's problems and provide solutions to them. So the idea seems cool to start, and then we get into things, and then our brain tells us, okay, this is harder than I thought. And then we realize, this is going to take some work to get down. Then it gets to this extent where, like Erica just said, the last line, it sucks, but I'm doing it. It sucks and it's boring. And this is where at the bottom, from here, Erica, in 2 weeks, as she continues to try to master this, she may say, you know what, this is freaking terrible. I feel like I'm not making any traction. And then out of nowhere, she'll see an upward trend 2 weeks later and start to realize that, hey, at the end of the day, even if I don't master this right away, I'm going to learn a lot through the action I'm taking on this. Now, that's a little bit of a different example of a project, but the point is, to me, that sequence of upwards and downwards pattern applies to really anything that we're pursuing. Whether it's the workshop that Eunice is hosting, that workshop may have seemed like the best idea ever to him. He gets into making it. It feels hard. He knows it's going to take work. He realized, man, this sucks. It's boring. He feels like this workshop is not going to be successful. And then he realized, you know what? It's time for me to put it out there because I'm going to learn something from this. And at the end, more than likely, it ends up turning out greater than we thought. But the most important thing is what we learn through it and the skills that are developed through that action. This is why 90% of the people don't have success online, because they stop here. They stop when this sucks and it's boring. They stop at this point and they start something new, where they look for a quick fix to make messenger combos easier. And they lose sight of the fact that all they really need to do is continue to press on and build the skill. I don't know one successful entrepreneur that hasn't had a rocky start in their journey, myself included. I've told you guys this many times before. I had a stint of 4 years before I saw any success, of trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. But all through that trial and error, and as well as my previous career working in sales and working in marketing, that led to skills being developed that allowed me to eventually cross-apply them to my online business. So when I started to find the right path for my online business, and I took that time before that to develop these skills, I was able to see success pretty quick. But most people only see me hopping into the online world, joining X product and achieving success with it, and they don't see what happened before. And this is where we got to remind ourselves every single day that it's not going to be easy. It's going to suck in the beginning, but it's going to be worth it if we stick to it. The deeper the roots that we can plant, the deeper the skills that we can develop, the taller the building that we can build, the more success we can have.